StarCraft Ghost. So for those of you who don't remember this, because maybe you're just too young, StarCraft Ghost was a game that was announced, I mean, my God, early 2000s?
StarCraft Ghost?
Like 2003, 2004.
Was it that long ago?
Somewhere in there,
Okay.
I want to say. And then it got announced and talked about, and then we saw very scant anything about it, and then it got delayed, and then it just disappeared. It just disappeared. It was indefinitely put on hold, and then people just stopped talking about it. And so, there was an ad on the Warcraft 3 CD for StarCraft Ghost. Yeah, that was wild.
There you go.
So that would make it 2003, I think. So so we have footage that got leaked of StarCraft Ghost, as well as a dev build of the game that got leaked on 4chan that is now being downloaded, obviously, several times. And so I suspect we're going to learn lots as people dissect the hell out of whatever this is. But we have some video here that will probably end up getting us blocked globally again, that we're going to watch some snippets of and do commentary over within the confines of fair use.
I don't think Blizzard will fucking...
It's not even Blizzard's video. That's why it will be blocked. It's some random dude that has 30 subscribers, but this video has 300 and something thousand views.
He's getting his views in.
He's getting his views in. No conversion on the subs, though.
Okay.
Salty about the lack of conversion on those subs.
Just make that money quick and get out. Make your $300-400 and bounce.
I'll at least tell you who the guy is, just to be fair. We've got it's Delso Becerra, 79 subs with 320,000 views on this video.
So this is the game here.
So we'll skip around a bit, but
Adjutant, patch me through to the Bucephalus.
immediately StarCraft vibes, talking to the adjutant. Visually not a bad looking game
Who
for the
leaked
time.
this?
Probably Blizzard.
Yeah.
Like, please stop talking about Warcraft.
This gameplay reminds me of
This is Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Which is what everyone thought it was going to be at the time anyway, because in that era, like 2003, that was like Splinter Cell was just coming out, it was popular.
Oh, look at the aim. Oh.
All right, well, that was painful. Don't judge the game based on this horrible aim.
B. What system?
Searching. This is Xbox.
Xbox, huh? It kind of does look like an Xbox game.
It does. I think it looks good.
Dude,
2003 for a console game?
this guy has never used a controller before. He is struggling.
No, never once.
He's used to PC.
Yeah.
So is the full game leaked?
No, just whatever dev build they had. So whatever I have no idea the level of completion that would be. I have no idea what it will entail, but it would contain the vast majority of the assets and things like that. People will pick it apart, I'm sure.
Or build their own version?
Use the PlayStation Dream to there you go, you figured out how to aim. But this is basically just some run and gun stuff. I don't even know in this build how much there's actual the missions work. I don't know if there's how much interaction exists.
Mm.
Damn, the entire
This is Infested Terrans.
Yeah. So there you go. So that was a little look at the footage that's out that for now. There's probably going to be more. And then again, some in-depth look at it. I'm sure somebody's going to pick the ever-living shit apart.
For sure.
Out of it, and we will learn more. But interesting. I mean, that's a game that I know I at the time was very interested in because again, Splinter Cell was very popular at the time. That style of kind of the stealth action gameplay was kind of at its peak. And I always loved Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell 1 and 2 I thought were dope games. I was always sad when we didn't get more of that. We have gotten obviously some here in more recent times, but yeah, I don't. What do you think? Should they have gone ahead based on what you just saw there? Should they have gone ahead and completed StarCraft Ghost, or was it a good idea that they buried that bitch 16 feet deep.
In terms of like gameplay footage, like if I'm putting myself back in like the early 2000s, it looked good. Like it looked fine. It looked playable. But I think the reality is nobody asked for it. And I think Starcraft is one of those games that needed to stay RTS. It was already sort of a niche game to begin with. Yeah, sure, it's a big game, but when I say niche, I mean that in like.
Well, the genre, even when it was popular, was not
the most popular genre.
Titan of the genres.
No.
No.
So now you're gonna do a spin-off and you're gonna kind of jump into the into a different type of genre on the backs of a character and an IP that the majority of people don't know about. The only thing that they could do is use the Blizzard name. I mean, when was the last time, like back in the day, would that have been their first console game since Starcraft 64?
Yes.
You know, Blizzard, I think they should stick with PC. I think they, I think they made the right decision. It probably would have been something they would have lost money on. And, but, you know,
at the time, at the time, and, I agree with that because at the time, PC gaming was, it was like PC gaming was still lending itself to a very specific set of genres. And only a handful of titles that were console games that made it to the PC as well, or were PC going to console, because PCs were just expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Like they're still expensive now, but you can easily
super expensive.
You can easily enter into a PC gaming market right now without spending a hell of a lot more than buying a console.
Yeah.
Maybe $200 or $300 more, and you're getting a better version of what you would with the consoles. But not only that, that's possible because so many games are being developed for the PC.
Yeah.
And that's also been helped by the fact that PC and consoles are now working within the same x86 architecture, and so porting is a million times easier.
Yeah.
And so at the time, yeah, you're right. Like you were saying, Blizzard's always been on a PC hype. Not always. I mean, its early game days were consoles, but it's bread and butter.
Yeah.
It's PC gaming.
I mean, it's not Super Nintendo days anymore.
It's not Super Nintendo days anymore.
Yeah,
no.
Blizzard, I don't even think that their name would have held all that much weight in a different world, in the console world.
Yeah.
Like to make up for the fact that nobody really knows or cares about what StarCraft is. And to be honest with you, it's such a lackluster game and an idea that I believe that even StarCraft diehards and fans of RTS wouldn't even have guaranteed a purchase.
Yeah.
Like if you can't even hook in your main demographic, and let's be real, people that play StarCraft were diehard and still are diehard StarCraft players. Yeah. I could guarantee you there would be a fairly large percentage of people that would have zero interest whatsoever in buying StarCraft Ghost.
Yeah.
Just from what it looks like, because it's so different from what they're used to.
Yeah.
And the mentality also of a StarCraft player and a competitive esport player is, I only can play one game. It's like when you play WoW or you play RuneScape or you play StarCraft or you play
I only got
time for one. That's it, man. My time after school, my time after work, I'm training to become, a pro or whatever the case may be. You only got time in your life for one motherfucking purpose, and it's grinding that game.
Yeah.
So to even get StarCraft players to want to take the time out, spend the money, maybe even buy a console, because then you're also talking about people that might not even be console gamers. It'll literally just be PC folks, right? So I think ultimately, dude, I think they made the right decision.
Yeah.
But as a fan of StarCraft, I would have liked to have seen it come out, especially now when I'm seeing what it looks like. It intrigues me a little bit.
What if they were releasing this for a
phone.
two-prong?
That's come out for the phone.
Two-prong attack, Jeff. Two-prong. On one, please God, stop talking about Warcraft 3 Reforged. And two, let's see if the market now, after seeing this, if there's interest in this game, because now we can put it on the PC, because this type of game lives on the PC, and we could make it using the StarCraft engine that exists now, use our assets that exist now, and maybe turn out a game in a reasonable amount of time that may generate some interest in a brand of StarCraft that they can't make much money on anymore.
I think they'd have to go mobile. I think it'd have to be StarCraft Ghosts on the phone, no PC. It could even look very similar to what that looked like, and it would still
it would look better than that.
Obviously,
Yeah.
it would look exceptionally better. But I think that type of game right now for my phone, that's something I'd download for $10 and play it.
Yeah.
PC wise, you want to release that for $39.99? There isn't a fucking chance in all of
Oh,
hell.
I don't mean releasing this, but taking the idea, scrapping all of that, but and building a new game and just calling it StarCraft Ghost.
No, ain't working.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that either. I mean, I know that the stealth action genre is relatively lucrative insofar as that the Hitman franchise has done extraordinarily well here recently in the last few years.
Yeah.
Where they keep churning out content and it's getting bought up significantly.
Yeah.
And we have seen the newer Tom Clancy games do very well as well.
We ain't getting nothing creative out of Blizzard ever again. It's ogre. It's all ogre.
It's a pipe dream.
It's dead, bro.
I think it makes sense I think it makes sense though. Like if they're going to put a small team on this, use what they have available to them to get more money out of the StarCraft license that they are sitting on right now, because the StarCraft game itself ain't it. They're not going to make any real money on StarCraft anymore. In fact, they just spent a whole bunch of money just to separate themselves from that version of StarCraft.
Yeah.
That it would be sensible to do something like this.
I'm not sold on it, but hey, that looked cool for
Let me know.
what it was back in the day. Rest in peace, StarCraft Ghost.
Rip StarCraft Ghost.